All right. I hate this. I guess I hate this because it won't let me do the format I wanted it to be in. You miss what, sweetheart? I've never really been... Okay. Yeah, no, that works. So, everybody, what is going on? We are doing YouTube Live, everybody. YouTube Live. And, I'm here in Georgia, outside Atlanta. And it is a complete disaster. Hey, Troy, what's going on, pal? It's an absolute disaster here at this truck stop because, I don't know, any of you who are truckers know that in the Atlanta area, there are not a lot of places for us to bed down. There's no rest areas within 50 miles. So if you want to rest, you got to get back on 75 and head south out of Atlanta, like maybe 45 minutes to an hour. This truck stop is 30 miles outside Atlanta, and it is packed. When I tell you that I literally had to almost fist fight people for this spot, that's not an exaggeration. This was crazy today. Real crazy. And it's just getting crazier because now that it's filled up, people are doing desperate stuff. And, what are you gonna do, man? I took a shower. I did laundry. Yeah, going through Atlanta sucks, you know, and what's terrible is I drop here a lot and I pick up here, but I try to boogie out of here as soon as possible. One of the things that I try to always do now when I'm in Atlanta is I don't try to go to a Pilot or anything because there's none close. There's none close in Atlanta. You're driving at least 25 miles outside Atlanta to get to a Pilot or a Love's or somewhere to wait for your next load assignment. I will pull out of wherever, DC, whatever factory, warehouse, anywhere where I'm dropping. I will pull on one of those roads and hang out and wait for something. And then if it starts to get late, what's going on, bro? 49ers faithful. Okay. Rock and roll, dude. I'm a Raiders fan. So let's talk about what we're gonna talk about. First of all, I'm drinking a Splash Fizz. I got a case of this free at Nestle when I picked up this nonsense trailer that I picked up yesterday. Story time with good guy Glenn. Who wants to hear a story? You want to hear a story? All right, I'll tell you a story. I thought every week when I start out, you know how I do. I was like, we're going to have the best week ever. I try to start out that way, right? A lot of people take me trying to be funny sometimes as like, I don't know what. I got a lot of, if you read the comment section, it's hysterical. People are like, oh, dude, you're not going to make it in OTR. Dude, rocket scientist, have you been following this channel? I'm not saying I'm going to make it in OTR. No one ever said OTR long term. I told you all that I didn't come into trucking for all the same reasons. I'm looking for something out here. This is like an adventure for me. You understand? Like, if you followed this channel before I was in trucking, and you know, like, I'm a big fan of Adam the Woo and, you know, Justin Scard. Guys who, you know, Adam the Woo started his career living in a van. He was like one of the originators in 2011, 2012 of that van life nonsense. You know, And that was always fascinating. Now, it, he made money on YouTube. Both of them made money, but Adam the Woo is sitting real pretty. But there's no guarantees in YouTube. So what better way to kind of go on an adventure, try to find, sort out things going on up in the old Cabeza, then go out on the road. Yeah, find yourself for a while, Troy. You got it. I'm looking for something. Now, I've always wanted to be a trucker. Smokey and the Bandit was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I've told this story before. So, when I was young, I had a friend who lived across the street, Judy. And Judy's mom, one day we were all sitting there talking, and I talked about how I want to be a trucker when I grow up. And Judy's mom is like, that's a loser job. That's like the shallow-minded nonsense that goes on. And a lot of people think that way. But it's not a loser job. It's, it's hard work. It's not for everybody. I was in the military. I was in the military 8 years, dude, and I was a grunt. It's not like I was motor T or worked at the PX or something. I was a machine gunner in the Marine Corps, 0331. Hoorah for any Marines out there. I went on deployments, and deployments are way worse than this. There's no McDonald's at deployment. Well, yeah, some deployments have McDonald's. But honestly, this is nothing compared to that. You shower a lot more as a trucker than you do on deployment. I'll tell you that. I mean, there were days, I remember having to go to dental or medical or something and being pulled out of the bush and going back to the bush, and you don't realize how bad everyone stinks till you're fresh out there and they're 2 weeks in and they just stink. And it's just crazy. But we're going on a tirade here. We started off talking about how terrible Atlanta is. I think maybe we should circle back to that. So there was all these shootings in Atlanta today. I was waiting doing my laundry, watching the local news, and stuff is popping off in the ATL, son. And the guy who cleans the showers was telling me, because he's from here. He talks about how the Bloods and Crips are fighting each other real bad now, spilling over into the streets. Man, I'm going to tell you something. I'm uncomfortable here. And not because of that. Because, I'm from Jersey City. New Jersey's gully. I deliver DoorDash to Newark. It's not that. There's something else. Yeah, boot is harder than trucking. Yeah. Boot camp was the easiest part of the Marine Corps, honestly. But getting back to Atlanta. There's something in the air here. I don't know, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't feel right. Parked in her Peterbilt, nice Peterbilt too, across the frontage here. These guys are already doing. They're lining up here. Here. Even though I had it set up perfect, I want to show y'all. All right, so here's the goosenecker. I hate them, just so you know. He's parked completely in the lane, but then go down here, and these guys are 3 deep outside the lanes. And that's the way I have to get out of here. That's the way we all have to get out of here, because the fuel islands are that way. You pull here. Now I gotta rotate back around. So you pull out of the fuel island. I have seen nothing but fights here since I've been here. So, back to what I was saying, for those of you who maybe don't know. Don't forget, the videos are, I forgot. I'm talking to y'all like you know what happened yesterday. That video doesn't even come out till tomorrow. Or, maybe tonight. Tonight, what happened yesterday comes out, and then tomorrow, what happened today came out. Those are filmed on my phone. That's why they're coming out fast. I got something cooking right now on the Wi-Fi from the Snowpocalypse from the Vortex a couple of weeks ago. So that's a long format video. That's going to be out hopefully in the morning. So let me tell the story since y'all didn't see the videos. I forgot all about that. I dropped in Georgia, at the bottom of Georgia, all the way at the bottom of Georgia. And I get a load assignment out of Florida. That's really weird because any of y'all truckers will know. You drive into Florida with a load, like I'll drive in with FedEx to Orlando. There's nothing coming out of Orlando. Nothing. You could wind up stuck for days. Last time I was down there, I said I would go to Disney. I'm dead serious. Dead ass. You send me to Orlando again and leave me without a load for like 3 days, I'm going to Disney. At least for one day, I'm going to Magic Kingdom. Know what I'm saying? For sure. Something's going on because the pilot guys are out here. I guess they're trying to like regulate what's going on here. See, we're getting all kinds of distracted. So anyway, I go down to Lee, Florida. Juice or flowers? Yeah, well, so I go to Lee, Florida, and it's the Nestle's to haul water up to a Costco in Alpharetta. You know, outside of it's a suburb of Atlanta. So, first thing, the Rand McNally doesn't know of this place. That's not a good sign. Every time the Rand McNally, I can't find the address on the Rand McNally, then bad things happen. Bad things have happened in Ohio. I'm telling you, every time I can't find the address on that thing, we wind up in tricky situations. So I don't want to get screwed like I get screwed by the company GPS all the time. So I satellite image the address given to me for my pickup. It's in the middle of a farm. It doesn't exist. It's not real. So I have to do Google research and find out that I'm going to the Madison plant. And its street address is indeed this like farm field, but its actual location is not near there. So, all right. I leave to go pick this thing up. Oh, I digress. I forget a whole important part. I sit all day waiting for this load. 2 o'clock, I'm sitting in, a pilot. I got a spot. Everything is groovy. I get this load assignment. Right away, my DM starts in. You go pick it up now. Okay, every time you tell me go pick it up now, it's not a thing. Okay, I drive down there because it's only 26 miles from my location, and it's down in Florida. And I got this weird thing about Florida, so like, even though it's like right down the road, I think it's different. You know what I mean? So I drive down there to Lee, Florida, to the Nestle's. I pull in. You have to sign in on a kiosk. I hate that. I sign in the kiosk. I'm sitting in my truck waiting for me to be called. And then I start, you know, I'm looking at the paperwork and this doesn't pick up till tomorrow. So I go in and I'm like, is this a live load or a hook? And like, it's a transfer or a relay. Oh, okay. What, my date is tomorrow. My appointment time. They're like, yeah, you're not getting loaded tonight. Come back tomorrow. Great. I boogie out of there, and about 19 miles down Route 6 through the swamp is a pilot. I boogie down to the pilot. I get in there. I get a primo spot. I'm talking like when you come in, the spot is directly in front. So I come in, I bang a U, I straighten out my trailer, and boom, back right in. Golden Axe. The sun is going down. It's about 4:30. Place starts to fill up. Okay. I won't go into other stories because other things happened at that pilot, but I'll stick to the story of what happened today. Next day, I get up, 0300 like I like to do. I roll out. I get there at like 4:30. They don't open till 5, mind you. I have to drop my trailer, my empty. Okay, I drop my trailer. Now I hook up to another empty and back to a door so I could get live loaded. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, I get live loaded. It doesn't take very long at all. They actually had me loaded very quickly. I get the green light. I get a text message with the code I have to put in the kiosk. I get the code in the kiosk. It prints out my paperwork in the back. Someone brings me out my paperwork and my seal. I'm out the door. Pull the truck forward. The whole 9 yards, you know what I mean? You check the load so you know where to set your tandems. Shut the doors. Put the seal on. I go to set my tandems. I go, you know, I leave out my trailer brake. I push in my tractor brake to push my tandems forward. And I'm rolling. I'm like, what's going on? Do it again. I'm rolling. Pull around to where there's light because this parking lot's dark. It's 0500, right? It's dark. Florida, middle of nowhere. I pull under a light. I do it. I'm rolling. I do a tug test. There's no trailer brakes. None. I'm not talking like, you know, when you say, oh, I don't have any trailer brakes and they're just weak. There is no trailer brakes. Pull around the spot. I go inside. I tell them what's going on. The trailer you gave me has no brakes. Well, it's not our problem. It's your company's trailer. Got to call in service. Okay. I'm just saying, I've been down this road with roadside service. I could dock this thing right in the back in the dock. You could unload it. We could load up the trailer I brought here, and I could be on my way in an hour. But we do it your way. Call my company. My company calls Love's. That takes hours. Love's comes out. The dude inspects the brakes. Bro. Slack adjusters, all 4, shot. So shot that the bracket that holds the slack adjusters is coming off. It's broken off. He has to weld that. Can't do it on the road. Speedway or Love's or whatever the hell it's called won't do that. You know, on the road. You have to bring it to the shop. So what he has to do is go back to the shop, get all the parts to fix it. In total, I need 2 drums for the rear tandems, 2 sets of shoes. Everything was cooked. He's got to bring out a torch. He's got to cut out the old stuff because someone had been driving this thing and they just cooked the brakes, cooked it, and welded a lot of the pieces together with just a sheer heat. And you could see, like, you know, I was a welder, so like you could see when metal's been hit by intense heat, it starts to deform, and it also oxidizes where the heat was. Here's the thing, folks. Someone brought that trailer to that yard. Someone brought that trailer there. Someone was driving around with that trailer with 0 brakes. That's Western Express. That's the schmoes that they hire. Okay. 17 hours. So 05. We don't finish at the place, at the Nestle, until, hell, 1800 hours at 6 o'clock in the evening. It's dark now. He finishes up. He drops the trailer. We do a tug test. We set the tandems. And off we go. Back to Speedway. We're not done. Now it has to get... He has to weld on new brackets to hold on the slack adjusters. I'm like, yo, bro, it's late now. There's no room for good guy Glenn at the inn at the truck stop. He goes, you could stay at my shop. You know, guys do it all the time. All right, rock and roll, dude. We get up there. I back in. He starts up. Now, I had already had Chef Boyardee in the truck. but there's a TA right next door. So I walk over to the TA because I just want to check things out, and of course I wind up in Popeyes, and I got a 5-piece. I got a 5-piece, not chicken. I got tenders, 5-piece tenders, and a strawberry quick. So now I'm like in a weird situation because I sat all day at Nestle. My clock restarted. Yeah, restarted, 10-hour reset. So now I got a full clock, and I know how my company thinks. Mind you, I got up at 03, and now it's 10 o'clock at night. They're going to want me to run. I'm in a tricky situation. Because if I run up there, so I call. I tell them, there's a breakdown, blah, blah, blah. If I run up there now, I'm going to get there in the middle of the night. Will you take me? They're like, no. We'll take you in the morning. So this appointment time is serious. Well, I say I'm not going to make it in the morning because then I'm going to sleep because I have to sleep. And my clock is frozen right now, and I'm not going to unfreeze it because I could yard move the truck to where it needs to be, which I did. I pulled behind the speedway, and it was all lit up, so I felt kind of safe. There's more to that story. Hold on. They tell me, no problem, whatever, just get here. You know, you had a breakdown. It happens. So I sleep for a couple of hours. I get up at 03. And I'm like, yeah, it's dark. When they closed up shop, they shut all the lights off. So now I'm in the dark in the back of this speedway, and it's like exit 2 in Georgia off of 75. So it's all swamp, and those like frogs are going. And I'm like spooked a little bit because there is someone running around like killing fucking truckers. Anyway, post-trip? You think they did a post-trip? They didn't even do a pre-trip, dude. Troy, this is Western Express. Western Express, baby. Yeah, let's talk about that. You want to talk about that? Let's take a little aside. No. You know what? I'm going to finish my story. I am, like, real bad at this. I'm good at telling stories, but I always jump on tangents. Let's stick to the story. I get up. I do my pre-trip. There's another truck in that lot, so I feel a little bit better that I wasn't completely alone. Then when I pulled out of there was 2 trucks in front, so that was cool. I pulled down the road to the Pilot. It was tough to get on the scale because everyone was like, it was like this Pilot. Everyone was packed into this Pilot. So there were people parked in front of the scale. I had to like do shenanigans to like get on the scale. I got weighed. And it's heavy, but my tandems were set perfect, baby. Like if I could just win the lottery the way I set my, like if I could just pick lottery numbers like I set my tandems, I wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? So, out I go. I boogie up here to Atlanta. I hit all that Atlanta traffic in the morning. Now I get off in Alpharetta. And I know right off the bat when I get off the highway and I'm going down the road. See, I didn't know I was going to a Costco. I knew it was Costco, but I always deliver to DCs, dude. I can't really recall delivering to stores. I deliver to Food Lion a lot, and it's not a Food Lion, it's the Food Lion DC. I deliver to Costco, I deliver to the DC. A lot of FedEx, but FedEx is FedEx, you know what I mean? This was a store, a Costco. So I'm in like suburbia, driving this truck, and I pull in, and it's not like up by me. When you pull into Costco, there's like a truck entrance, and then there's like an alley back there where the trucks load. That's not how this Costco's set up, dude. Here's the parking lot. Here's one of those down-sloping loading docks right off the parking lot. So there's like nowhere. There's no room for error here. This is Western Express you're sending here. Lucky thing, I can back. You know what I mean? But I've seen some of the people at my company back. We'll get back to that. I pull off to the side. I jump into receiving. The guy at receiving is like, "Oh, you're late." I'm like, "Yeah, I had a breakdown. I called." He calls the manager on the walkie-talkie. Manager's a dick right off the bat. He goes, "No, he's late. I'm refusing the load." He goes, "When do you want? So when do you want him back?" He goes, "I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. Whatever." So I'm pissed. I'm like, "You're refusing the load?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're refusing the load." Okay. Text my DM because I've never spoken to my DM on the phone. He's like the Wizard of Oz. I'm not allowed to talk to him. So now what? He's trying to get me another appointment time, but they've already told me they don't unload trucks while they're open. Okay. So, being a good boy, I look for a place to park local. Nothing. We're in Atlanta. Y'all know this. All you truckers know there ain't no place to park in Atlanta. I go down to the Supercenter, Walmart. I park. Nice little spot. Off to the side, I'm by the Lube Express. They've got Wi-Fi. I try to hook up the tablet to the Wi-Fi to upload some long format videos. I spent $200 at that Walmart. $200. I needed some groceries. I bought some stuff. I needed some vitamins. You know, shit got expensive. Then I walk over to Starbucks. Then I go talk to the manager because I'm thinking I might shack up here for the night. I introduce myself. I tell her, you know, I'm a trucker, yada yada, and she's annoyed. It's like she doesn't know that Walmart is usually a safe haven for truckers. Her team lead, because that's what he said, his name tag said team lead. He said, "Well, where you're parked is good. That's where you're supposed to park." And I'm like, "Okay, good." I find out from the local PD, this is like maybe 2 hours later, that in Atlanta, you can't find safe haven at Walmart. It's against their zoning or whatever. And I'm like looking at this cop and I'm like, wasn't that Bandit from Atlanta? This is how y'all treat truckers now? You know what I'm saying? All right, I boogie out of there. I get out of there. I find the pilot. It's 32 miles away. Rand McNally takes me the same way the stupid co-pilot would take me, right through these towns I had no business being in. No business. Now, I saw other trucks going that way, so this must be the way you go to 85 through these towns. But there was some town squares that I had to make turns, and it was shady. I get on 85, I get in here. It's a zoo. A zoo. There was a Pete parked across the front. I got into the spot regardless. Then this guy, Ralph, next door, he couldn't back too good, so I showed him what to do. I basically taught him how to do a 90 on the fly, and he did really well. So I think he knew, but he was just like a little bit, whatever. But Troy, if you're still watching, let's get back to what we were talking about when you said post-trip. These, man, I went to Smith & Solomon. I don't know if any of y'all know. Smith & Solomon is the oldest CDL school in the country. They've been teaching truckers since trucks existed. I had good instructors. Good OTR guys. Told us the good, the bad, and the ugly about OTR. There was no... This totally looks like a booger, but it's just like super white part of my beard. So, we spent a lot of time backing. We did 90s. Like, this is stuff you need to know. Even though 90s was taken off the test, right when I started driving, they took 90s off the test. So, you got these guys out here, these kids, and they can't back. They can't do anything. And it's not like they're getting proper training. And they're being set up to fail. And it's kind of messed up what these trucking companies do. And it's not just my company. They all do it. They send these guys out. They don't train them very well. they send them out to make mistakes, to weed out the weak ones. That's, someone told me that, and that's honestly what is going on. Now, here's like my situation is like, I'm out here, I can do this job, but how long do I want to do it for? Yeah, no, 100%, Troy. These kids out here, like the other day, I'm picking up insulation. The truck was full and it only weighed 2,800 pounds. 100, not 1,000. 2,800 pounds. 2,800 pounds. And if you looked at the load in the back, it was like, holy cow, all that stuff only weighs that, and it was just insulation. Foam, like insulation. It was really light. The way this loading dock is, this factory or whatever the hell it is, wasn't made, it was made for box trucks back in the day. Small box trucks. You cannot pull the tractor and a trailer. You cannot, when you 90 into the door, you're not going to swing your trailer. Like when you cut to the left and swing your trailer, you can't. There's a fence and trees. So you kind of got to get it in the door and be like at a 90. Like you're like jackknifed in the door. That's the way it is. There, at that spot. So I pull out of the door. This Western Express kid pulls in, is going to pull into my door behind me. He cuts it all the way right, whacks the fence, whacks into the trees. Bro, okay, I get it. You were like looking this way to try to get your ass into the gate, into the door, right? So you maybe hit the fence. Bro, he didn't stop. He just ran that Cascadia through the fence. I watched this whole thing go down. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I sealed up the door, I put the seal on the door, and I boogied the heck out of there. That was funny because I saw how I came in, and I didn't go the way the GPS told me. I went up the side of the highway and got on the highway up the road. This roads, not happening. When I was down in Florida, in Lee, well, it was Jasper, Florida is where the pilot was. This Western driver pulls in. 3 times he tries to back into a spot. I couldn't. You know, you see dudes trying stuff and they fail, and you see how they fail, like what they're doing wrong. You could like break apart their 90 or how, like, and a lot of them aren't doing 90s. They're doing some other weird convoluted thing. My trainer couldn't do 90s. He had this weird way he would do things. He would try to angle his trailer so he could set himself up to just pull in, which doesn't always work. All right. I don't know what this guy was doing. I can't make heads or tails of how he was trying to send his trailer. But he, now there's a spot next to me, and some Schneider driver is trying to 90 into the spot, and this kid pulls straight in, right? So now I'm looking at his trailer, the ass end of his trailer, and you know, because his tandems, your tandems are forward, so your trailer goes back, so all the trucks line up. Well, now his trailer is, because, you know, there's no tandems, it's because his front bumper against the curb back there, so his trailer's sticking way out in the lane coming out of Fuel Island, and it's just hysterical, dude. And I'm like looking at this dude like, are you leaving this like this? Yeah, you're leaving this like this. So I'm like, I'm kind of giggling, but like, you know what, dude? Like I always say in my videos, when you're new, I'm not going to laugh at you. But try. Bro, try. You got to try to park. You got to try to back. You're not going to get better unless you try. Right? So anyway, he he wasn't gonna try. He left it that way. Which is funny, when I woke up at 03 and went to brush my teeth and use the bathroom in the pilot, there was like 5 dudes pulled in that way. Maybe they sold Western Express and they thought, well, that's the way to go. The thing that sucks about working for my company is everyone thinks you're an idiot too. And people will say to me, like Britt, the kid who helped me with my truck, he's like, you're like not a Western Express driver. I'm like, I know, dude, but like, what do I know? I didn't know. I had my situation with Warner. I was supposed to go to Warner, and something happened, and they wound up not taking me. And I panicked because I had no place to go, and I had my living situation. I had already given up the spot where I was staying, so I needed to get in the truck. So Western took me right away. And it's been how it's been ever since. And, a lot of people think that, like, other companies are going to be different, but they're not going to be different, dude. They're all the same. Warner, Western. Western's special, but as far as, like, how you're going to get treated. And it's funny because I said in the video the other day, they're all going to treat you not good. And everyone complains, and I don't understand, like, these young kids, they think, I was in the military, man. I don't expect to be treated well. I know how it is. It's like, you go out and you do what you're supposed to do. You signed the contract, right? It's the same type of situation here, dude. Just go do it. You know what? It sucks for everybody. This isn't the worst job. If you're a young person, give this a few years, and it's all right. But like for me, 50 years old. I think I want to be, after being spoiled, because my wife had spoiled me. You think after being spoiled all these years that I want to be like out here and be an outside dog again? Because back in the day, this would be no problem for me. I did deployments. I worked construction most of my life. And this is cake compared to that. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. You just gotta find your way, And I'm just curious what's going on out there that some of the, y'all leave comments about, like, getting experience. Like, obviously, I've already got a job offer. And it's making hella more money than Western Express. And it's there for me. And I keep telling you guys, but you see, y'all don't watch the videos. You watch snippets of it, or you just leave comments. I even said earlier in this video, I'm not out here. Y'all are talking like you're getting a driving job. Like, you're looking at this like a job, dude. And that's your advice, and it's very good advice. Yeah, you get your 6 months and you get the hell out of here. That's not what I'm out here for. This isn't a job. I'm doing something out here. This is like an adventure. It's like a weird fucking thing, okay? I'm not supposed to curse because I'm monetized, I've already had problems with YouTube with my monetization. I had to fight to get it back. So I'm not going to curse in my videos and get demonetized again. Dude, yeah. You do your OTR. Troy, you drove for Hirschbach? Because I was thinking of going to Hirschbach. Are they any good? Wildbeard drives for them. And so leave a comment when this catches up, because I know that me talking, responding to your comment, it takes a while. Brick, New Jersey? The Dream 101. They did treat you fine, right? Yeah, man, I think about that company all the time. I hear that they're decent. So the Dream. Obviously, you said greetings from Brick, New Jersey. So, we know each other, but I don't know who you are. That's awesome. I love it. So yeah, Hirschbach, man, I think about it. They got nice trucks. They got good accounts, dedicateds. I think about it. You know, it's so funny. Like, people want to tell me in the comments how bad Western Express is, like I don't know. I'm fucking out here doing it, dude. I cursed again. Son of a gun. It's so easy when I make the videos and I just edit all that out because I curse like a sailor, dude. But when it's live, it's like... Oh, so the Dream, did you know that I wasn't like from Brick? Or you didn't know? Are you finding that out right now? Because when I go home, do you know where the Home Goods is? Not the Home Goods, the At Home, where the old Kmart was? That's where I keep my truck. Oh, good evening, Jennifer. So you worked... Hold on, Troy. I'm losing... Okay, so the Dream 101. If you go back in my videos, I do some food reviews of some restaurants in Brick. If you want to check those out. What's the time here? The time is 18:32, my friend. Central Ohio. Central Ohio. Greetings, my friend. Oh, man, I got a video dropping right now. It's cooking on the tablet. It's in Ohio during the vortex. That was crazy. So, where were we? You worked for Prime, Troy? Because I got a lot to say about Prime. Yeah, 100%, Steve. Okay, wow, I'm starting to get some incoming now. Steve, 100%. Oh, so you went through, what is that, TNT? Yeah, it's TNT at Prime, right? Troy, I got questions for you. Hold on. I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. Dream 101. Listen, if you could be alone and you don't have family that, you know, you're going to miss, and you don't have kids at home, then maybe you could get your license, come out, try OTR. I'm going to tell you right now from my experience with Brick, like, you could come out, do OTR for a year, and then maybe work for Estes over in Lakewood. Estes is a sweet gig, man. You just run tandems from Elizabeth, New Jersey down to Delaware, and you do that trip 3 times in the night, and you're done for the day. Not a bad gig if you could get it. Steve, Thanks a lot for understanding things. So, and Jen, I don't know when I'm back in Jersey. I have to, I'm definitely coming back for Angelina's play, her musical, and that's in March. And, whatever. Troy, let's talk about Prime, baby. Let's talk about Prime. How long were you with your trainer, Troy? Because doesn't Prime keep you with your trainer for like 6 months or like 6 years? Like, what is it? You gotta drive like 13,000 miles with your trainer? I hear crazy stories, dude, and I don't know what's true and what's fabricated. So, fill me in, man. Give me the 911 on Prime. All you Prime drivers, you're all in a cult, too. You talk bad about Prime, they come for you, bro. They come for you. 25,000 miles with your trainer? That's like 4 months. No, it's not. No, it's not. I average maybe 10 a month. So I guess that's 2.5 months. I don't know. How long did it take you to do 25K with your trainer, dude? Did you want to, like, murder your trainer after a while? Because, I mean... You passed me, looking at me with such contempt? Why is that? Oh, 2.5 months? That's a long time to be with a trainer, dude. Seriously, man. That's a long time. You gotta like your trainer. Being cooped up in this little box with your trainer every day. The 2-time passed me looking at me with such contempt. Alright, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, it's good if your trainer's cool. My trainer was cool too, man. I didn't mind my trainer. He was a little bit young and whatever, but that's the way they do over here. You know, Western doesn't keep people long, so your trainer's gonna be kind of inexperienced. Man, that's a long time, but here's the question I have for you, Troy. Now, mind you, you went through it a different time. You're a different generation than what I'm talking about. But, why is it now these Prime drivers, they spend so much time with their trainer, but when they're out here on the road, they're doing, like, weird stuff? You know, you could be overly cautious, and sometimes that's dangerous. Like when someone flies up behind you and you're doing 51 miles an hour in a 70. Like, that's not good. And I see Prime drivers doing that. Why are Prime drivers always in the shoulder? What are they doing over there? Like, Prime drivers, like, you're not supposed to take your 30 in the shoulder. I don't know. Jenny, this is how social media works, dude. I've had haters ever since I've had a YouTube channel. So it doesn't matter. The chances are this person has never seen me. Because half the time you blow by in a truck and you can't even recognize people. See, the problem is the screen is so, like, I can't see who these people are. I'm sure I might even know this person. Listen, dude. I'm out here. I just try to help people sometimes, like when you need help. Like I told you, I helped Ralph back today. I'm out here just like I don't know shit. I cursed again. See what I mean? I don't know if I could do these lives, dude. I can't get demonetized. I'm doing good, bro. This month was a stellar month for us as far as with monetization. What was I saying? Yeah. I'm just out here, dude. Just trying to, like, figure it out like the rest of y'all. And I'm trying to, like, stay alive. And I'm in Atlanta right now, trying not to get killed. Because things are Things are hot in Atlanta, man. It's not their virgin ears. Then it's that YouTube will demonetize you if you have content. Like, you could, there's a certain amount of it you can have, but like with me, I'm always seeming to get in trouble. Like, I'm the guy who gets in trouble when everyone else, like, I'm the one who gets called up to the blackboard to do the equation. That's how I feel. Yeah, I don't know. So like, I'm stuck here. It's 1841. I'm outside Atlanta. I had to pay for the spot because only the reserve spots were open. I told y'all I showered. I did laundry. Now I'm sitting here. I'm trying not to eat McDonald's because there's a McDonald's here. And, I only eat junk food on the weekends. That was the rule. And then I started pushing it off. Today at Walmart, I bought a pair of pants. Because, I'm back in the 32 pant. I haven't worn a size 32 pants since the Marine Corps. I'm 105 years old now. That was like way, Yeah, no, 100% your DM is like, and here's the deal. We all talk trash about our DMs. My DM's not terrible. He always wants me to go do dumb things. I get it, because if I make money, he makes money. So that's another thing that these kids, they all act like their DM is out to get them. And maybe in some cases they are, but honestly, if you ain't making money, your DM, I don't know. Some places, I guess, pay their DM salary, huh? So I don't know how it works, really, to tell you the truth. But I'll tell you, my DM, he is what he is. I mean, I've never spoken to him. Only text messages. Yeah, like, I know, but they want to tell you what to do. And they don't like when I tell them, like the video I'm trying to get out desperately, but it's like long format, and like, I've expressed this 100 times. It should be out in the next couple of days. I shut down in Ohio because it was like crazy, the weather. And they were like, trying to get me to go back out in the black ice and in like polar vortex. And, I second guess myself because I want to go out and I want to run. I'm a runner. I want to road run. You know what I mean? But like, I want to be safe. I want to go home to my kids. So, what happened to Dream 101? You still here? Dream 101. Go over. If you want to get your CDL, go to Smith & Solomon on Airport Road in Lakewood and tell them the Viking sent you. Good guy, Glenn. Go talk to them over there. Darren and them, they're a good group. You'll learn. But even in school, you get what you put in. I was there early every day, and I stayed late every day. Do you have a CDL school picked out, Dream? Because you're in Brick. You could go to Smith & Solomon in Lakewood. Don't go to Easy Wheels or one of those chintzy ones. Certainly don't go to Driving Academy. You'll pay 3 times as much for your CDL. Literally. They want 12 G's for your CDL. Go to Smith & Solomon. Are you part of a program? You're definitely more important than the load. The 2-time. You know that. Your kids don't I almost cursed again. Your kids can't get love from that load that you have to, like, bring. You know what I mean? You're paying out of pocket. Okay. Go to Smith & Solomon and Hold on a second.
All right, sorry to bother you. You got the prime parking receipt?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. The pilot guy checking to see if I have my reserve thing, because apparently you're supposed to put a receipt in the window, but I do it on the app. You don't get no receipt on the app. So he had to check my number on the app. So let's see. You're important. Paying out of pocket. I'm scared of failing the test. Don't want to lose all that money. If you're not failing. And the 2 time is right. If you're not failing, you're not trying. Let me tell you something. Okay, I was one and done. Okay, I'm a rare case. Like I went every day. I never missed a day. Okay, that's number one. I went early. I left late. Let me tell you something about Smith and Solomon. At lunch, so many dudes don't come back from lunch. That is awesome because yeah, you know what pilot I'm at? It is wild, right? They got this guy. He's out here checking people's thing. Dude, I wouldn't want that job. My dude is out here checking people's receipts to make sure they got reserved parking. I mean, I do. I showed him. I don't know if, like, how that interrupted the video, but, yo, what's up? I can't. Eclipsed. What's up, Eclipsed? Okay, Dream, back to you. Dream. People fail the test. My boy failed the test, and then he made it up. No, it's not your fault, Eclipse. It's just I'm doing this on my phone, and the writing is like little tiny. That's why I got my glasses on, trying to read. You passed your knowledge test today. Good job, man. Good job. You can test as long as you need. How bad do you think you'll be? Dream, I'm gonna assume that you're we live in crazy times. I don't want to guess your gender, but are you a female or identify as a female? It doesn't matter. I'm just asking because there aren't a lot of girls who go to trucking school. Nothing to do. To be scared, Dream, if you were halfway. Yes, 100%. So, Dream, you're a man. Okay, I can't see because, like, all I see is pink and Dream. So, like, that's no offense. You are overthinking it. 100%. You got to go. The written test, you got to take that. That's easy. I suggest you get the apps on your phone. You just do the apps. Just do the practice tests over and over and over and over and over again. And those, even if they're not worded the same way, they're going to be. You're gonna recognize the material. You're gonna recognize the material, and you're going to get it right. So don't worry about that. Everyone overthinks it. I was completely shook when I took my test. And the pre-trip, that's different. That's when you're getting to, so I'll get to that. Okay. Yeah, we want to talk about this? We'll talk about this. Getting your permit test done is not as hard as you're going to think it's going to be. I went in there, and I was literally in and out of there in 20 minutes. I was shook. I was real scared, and I did real well, and I passed the first time, one and done it. So don't be scared about that at all. Dream, you go down to the Silverton DMV on Brick Boulevard down there, and take the test. 1, 2, 3, you're done. You'll study at Smith and Solomon for the test, but I suggest you study the apps. Just download the apps and just study your butt off, and you will get it done. You will be okay. What else? The pre-trip. Just do the pre-trip. Troy is right. A lot of people have this thing. A lot of people have this thing about the pre-trip, right? They don't want to recite it in front of the class. But dude, you have to, because you have to recite it in front of the instructor. Right. Let me give you a little piece of advice about pre-trip. People look at it like just a part of the test that they have to take to get their CDL. You gotta know your pre-trip for when you're out here. What state is that in, the two-time? What state is All-State Careers in? Where are you from? So, Dream. Like I said, go to Smith & Solomon. Talk to Derek. Talk to, you're gonna talk to, Pittsburgh. Awesome. Hold that thought, the two-time. Dream. You're gonna go talk to, I forget. I feel bad. I forget her name. The woman who basically will process you. Terry Powers. Talk to Terry Powers over at Smith & Solomon. Tell everyone over there, that I sent you. Good guy Glenn the Viking. The bearded dude. And you'll be fine. The two-time Pittsburgh. Listen, I love Pittsburgh. I was there for a wedding 2 years ago now, 2022. God, 2023 just went by like that for me with everything that went down for me. Pittsburgh is one of the places, like, I could see myself going to Pittsburgh. I really enjoyed it. I went through there the other day. I've been through there a bunch driving, but like I went through Pittsburgh the other day. I was stuck in Pittsburgh traffic. Right, I saw the hotel where I stayed for the wedding. You work for Western Express? Yeah, the two-time Pittsburgh. Awesome city, dude. Like, for real. I love that old Rust Belt feel. I would totally live out there. I don't know how expensive it is because, like, I was going to move to Chicago years ago. It was still relatively cheap when I was looking, and then it boomed. I'm glad I didn't go because it got real expensive for the Midwest. For sure. Dream, where did you work fast food and brick? Pittsburgh, man, I've just been thinking about that. Which Jersey Mike's did you work at? The one on 88? Like, I'm sure there's more than one in Brick. Oh, this is weird. Now I'm like interacting mostly with here, I want to show you something. Think this guy's gonna hit me? Trying to 90 into the spot next to me? Because I think he's gonna hit me. He might not. No, he's gonna hit me. He's totally gonna hit me. So close. He's totally gonna hit me. Anyway. No, I understand, Dream. You don't want to say the exact location. I was only asking because I did DoorDash in that area. I posted videos about that from last year. If you want to, why would I beep my horn? He's getting out now. He's gonna get out and look. He's totally gonna hit me. Oh. Oh, he hit my mirror. I had my curtain closed. This guy sucks. Cut your wheel right, dude! All the way to the right, dude! Oh my god, he's gonna hit my mirrors. You guys are gonna watch live as this dude hits me. I can't, dude. He's looking right at me. He's looking at me, looking at him. He can't do it. He's got to start over again. I don't want to be that guy. Remember I say, if you watch my videos, I'm not going to be the guy who films you screwing up the 90. Like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to put him on blast on my Facebook Live, on my YouTube Live. I don't need the honk. He's making eye contact with me. He knows I'm like looking at him, giving him direction over here, and he's just like trying to figure it out on his own. You know how it is out here, bro. You could try to help these people and they don't. My dude Ralph over here, he took the help. I ground guided him in and he took the help. My dude over here in Harley Davidson truck, he's a Harley Davidson guy. He don't want my help. He's probably one of these dudes who, in the snow, does like 85 miles an hour through the mountain in West Virginia and just barrels down. He's got his work lights on in my face right now. Dude, what are you doing, guy? Oh my god, he's making a disaster out of it. He was in the spot, now he pulled back out and screwed it up again, and he's almost hitting my mirror again. He was clear. Oh my god. Dude, first of all, I don't need to worry because I got my dashboard camera on. It's always on. I always have security cameras in the truck, my own security. Because I ain't stupid. I don't trust Western Express. You know what I mean? So I got my footage that's going right on my tablet if something ever happens, God forbid. I'm not having Western Express hiding any kind of footage to try to prove that, like, I'm not at fault here. Now my dude's got it. He's got it 100%. He's clear. He's good to go. My dude's got cameras all over his truck. Jesus. He's a Schneider driver. Any of y'all work for Schneider? Got your food with you? What does that mean? Nobody wants to be down not making money, dude. But everyone needs to start somewhere. No, I understand accident reports. Dude, if I thought he was going to hit me like that, I'd freaking be on the horn. He was just gonna, his trailer was gonna scrape my mirror. If he was gonna whack that mirror, I would say something, because I don't want my mirror whacked. I'm not gonna be one of these idiots driving around with a freaking jacked up mirror. He wasn't that bad. He was gonna scrape my shit. I cursed again. God, I can't do these live videos, man. Yeah. He wasn't that out of control. You know what I mean? He was just wicked close to me. And as long as he doesn't hit that mirror, you're not really going to do nothing to the bumper. Curse jar. I'd be rich. The problem is if I'm paying for the curse jar, I need a job to pay for the curse jar. No, listen, Jenny, it doesn't work that way. If you say that word one time, it's not going to be an issue. And this video is not going to be monetized, so it really won't be an issue if I curse here. I just try to keep it, I'm just trying to keep it clean because we're trying to run a family program here. Well, everyone, this has been real. Yeah, Jenny, family program. Word. Oh my God, this has been so much fun. I'd love to stay on here, but I got other stuff to do. My dude from Schneider, he looks like one of those Russian dudes. Y'all know what I'm talking about? He's hauling a Harley Davidson trailer. So I thought he was like a Harley Davidson dude. But that's literally like, he's hauling for them. He's a Schneider cat. Oh my God, we never even got to talk about, yeah, dude, Wildbeard, sent me a message. I've spoken to him on Facebook before, but he sent me a message here on YouTube, and bro, that means a lot to me. He's been he's been motivating as hell to me. Any of y'all who don't follow Wildbeard Trucking, go follow him, man. He is a righteous dude. He is like one of the best dudes out here doing OTR. He's the real deal, a real sincere, good human being. And I strongly suggest that you all go out and follow him. You know, subscribe to his channel if, you know, you don't already. Wildbeard's the man. He gave me a shout out, and this morning my subs went up. Everything went up. My views went up. That meant a lot to me. Fangirling right now. I am fangirling, Angelina, indeed. My daughter's breaking my hump over here because I'm fangirling for Wildbeard. Dude, the dude reached out to me. The dude shared my video on his channel. That was like, that's really cool when a dude like Wildbeard, who's like a bigger YouTuber, like does that. That's called piggybacking in YouTubing. And #1 Glenn fan, I know you are. Let me tell you something, because I'm going to have to end this soon. I am doing that thing where you're at the truck stop, and you truckers know exactly what I'm talking about. There's temptation here. I'm not talking about lot lizards either. I'm talking about the lot lizard Ronald McDonald. There's McDonald's here, dude. And I ate my healthy choices. I had my canned beans, green beans, you know. I had some tuna fish. I'm trying to make my healthy choices. Bro, eclipsed. I'm gonna try to do this. If I can stop cursing, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to be breaking out of here soon anyway. It's almost my bedtime. My DM never gave me a time for tomorrow. I've been sitting on this load now. Tomorrow's going to be the 3rd day. I wanted to be done with this load yesterday. Now, today's the 2nd day. Tomorrow will be the 3rd day. I asked him before he got off work, 6:30 tomorrow? No answer. Do I leave the truck stop? Because you know how it is. There ain't no room in the inn once you leave in Atlanta. I need a new appointment time. Anyway, folks. I would love for them to repower it. Are you kidding? They won't. I asked. I asked yesterday when I had the breakdown. I was like, let them fix this trailer and then repower it. Like, relay it to someone else and give me something else. My tractor is moving. It's the stupid Western trailer with the shot out brakes. And Western approved it. Approved the work. And if you all work for Western, you know how that is. So things were so bad with that trailer that they had to do it because DOT would have taken it out of service if you would have got caught on the road with it. All 4 slack adjusters shot. And there was no meat left on the shoes at all. And the drums were burned up. Womp womp. Right? Angelina, convince me not to go eat McDonald's. I'm like starving, dude. I got a bag of chips in the truck, but that's for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I treat myself to chips on Friday. What do you mean you will not do that? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I was 250 pounds. I got fat. Son, I was fat. And I lost mad weight. Dieting. But out here trucking, bro. All you want to do is stuff your face. You want to stuff your face. There's no good options. Yeah, no kidding, Jen. We know that the McDonald's is not good for you, but it tastes so yummy. There's a Cracker Barrel somewhere across the street or something. But, dude, it is gully over here. I ain't gonna lie. There's some bad vibes in this truck stop. Bad vibes. I don't know if I want to go, like, wandering around. And last time I did that in South Carolina, every place I went to was closed. It was like a curse. Angelina, please play nice. Yeah, I know. Don't go walking in Atlanta. I ain't fucking stupid. I cursed again. Shit. Man, dude, I did DoorDash in Newark, New Jersey. You know what I mean? I know all about, like, not walking around Atlanta. Atlanta's hot, too. Atlanta ain't Newark. You know what I mean? Atlanta is hot. Can you two, like, not fight on my live? That would be great. Appreciate it. Man, I gotta end this thing. Oh, look at this couple walking hand in hand. That's so sweet, wearing their high-vis jackets in the parking lot of the Pilot. She ain't a bad-looking broad, either. It's nice. I wonder if they're team driving. That's a thing now, these couples. They're team driving all the time. Brother Mike. No, I'm at the Pilot. It's not in Atlanta. It's outside Atlanta. I don't think there is a Pilot in Atlanta. There is. I stopped there. That place is nuts. I saw a dude go over the counter to fight another dude behind the counter. At that one in Atlanta proper. That Pilot. That little Pilot? Is that what you're talking about, Brother Mike? This Pilot is off of 85. Man, if I go look it up on my phone, it's going to end live. Dude, it's off of 85. It's right by the Cracker Barrel, allegedly. There's a Cracker Barrel. I saw a sign for Cracker Barrel. I haven't seen no Cracker Barrel. This lot is like gully as hell. Uh, there's a McDonald's here. I'm trying to think of the name of this town. It's outside Atlanta. Dude, I'm like 35 miles outside Atlanta. Troy, great talking to you too, bro. Yeah, no, I know, Paul. There is a Petro. It's actually a pretty big one too, but that place is mobbed. And that's the one with the club across the street, right? And all the lot lizards are walking in with their booty shorts through that Petro. And is that the one you're talking about? Because that place is lit. I got good food. You missed it, Jen. I talked about it earlier. I was at, I'm not sure, Paul. I stopped at one truck stop in Atlanta proper that was like insane one night. Like, there was like a club across the street. There was all these hookers in the parking lot. There was mayhem going on. Yeah. Jenny, I stopped at Walmart and I bought all kinds of more food today. Spent $200 at Walmart today. Granted, I bought some pants and some vitamins, but I bought a bunch more canned food, much more tuna fish, more bananas, of course. All right. One 129. I believe that is where I am. Yeah. Go get Mickey D's. No, man. I can't. I can't do it. I gotta be a good boy. I don't know. Whatever. Now you guys are confusing me. I'm not at Petro. I'm at Pilot. I know I'm at Pilot because I get free showers at Pilot because my company specifically uses Pilot for fueling. Um, yeah, it's nuts. It's stupid over here. All right, listen. We've been doing this a minute. I'm gonna do this again. So don't y'all worry. It was ridiculous when I got here, and I got here relatively early, Paul. All right. What I always tell you, God's got a plan for you. Okay? God helps those who help themselves. You're going to be right where you need to be. Just have some faith, man. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Angelina, stop being weird. I'm going to call you after I stop this live. All right. With that being said, God bless all of you, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks for coming out and watching the live. Right on.